Okay, everyone, good morning. Hope everyone is having a good Friday. So, today on the live stream, we're going to be covering 4 stocks. Going to be trying to do a little bit of a different structure with this live show. I'm going to be trying to keep the trades that I personally want to break down for the day to a 30-minute window so that every day you can come in at 10:30 and expect to get a few good trade ideas within a 30-minute window. You know, whether you're able to put them on later in the day, get your idea of what's going on in the market, all of that within 30 minutes. And then after that, we will take a look at trades that you may be interested in individually. Eric, what's going on? Well, we got 2 Erics here. We got Eric M and Eric T. Eric T, it's good to see you here, man. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you have any questions along the way, just let me know. I think, I hope you really enjoy it. Hopefully I can be of some value to you. So let's just get this all set up quickly. Make sure we got all our windows. It's looking pretty good. So let's get started. 4 stocks that we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at GME. I think it's finally time to be looking at selling some vol here. Things are starting to calm down. Vols came down a bit. Then we're going to be looking at BYND. They had their partnership with Taco Bell. We're going to be looking at how that impacted the options and what we can expect moving forward, and if there's any opportunity we can look at there. Then we're going to be looking at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo had their fourth quarter earnings, or they had their earnings come out, and let's just say that it didn't go too well for them. And then finally, we're going to be looking at Palantir. Palantir was just, its vols are up on it on the news that ARK is picking some of it up, setting the stage for maybe more purchases in the future. It's the first introduction to the fund for Palantir. Ned, what's going on, man? PA roll call. All right, so we're going to hop right into it here, starting with GME. Now, GME has been the retail darling for the last, probably week and a half, 2 weeks. But, it's been absolutely insane to look at the vols for it, right? Like, this thing has just been moving like crazy. But if we look at what happened here, right, we see something kind of interesting. Right, stock has been on an absolute tear. Right, let's look at the 1-month stock chart here. Right, absolute tear. Up 100% in the last month, more, up over 100% in the last month. And today, though, we had that big down move. Now, normally with stocks, when we see a big down move, we see vol actually pick up. But because the volatility has been to the upside recently for GME, we actually see the volatility come down, right? We saw vol up at 240 for the 30 days, down to 205 now. And for the 90 days, we're seeing it down from 173 to 169. So not a huge drop there yet, but let's come down to the vol cone and take a look at things. So vol is still bid, right? But it has started to tick down now. Check out what's going on, man. And it's still, maybe it's not perfect yet, but we are now entering that area where I would be looking to sell some vol here, right? Vol is so bid, right? If we look at like the Marches, for example, vol is just through the roof. Right, take a look here. Right. At the money implied vol is 161% for the Marches, which is just, it's crazy, man. Oh, Jekka, you like the new beard, eh? I kept a little bit, I wanted the, it's that 5 o'clock shadow, the ladies love the 5 o'clock shadow, man. You gotta, take notes, man, take notes. It's the 3 circles of beard, You get the 0, the 1, and the 2. Okay. So back to this. Vols are still so expensive here. You're seeing them start to tick down now, and that's really what we want to see. Always remember, vol's a mean reverting process. We saw vol, pick up. We saw vol come up, stay high, and now we're seeing this. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean that it can't do this, but it does mean that our most likely move is going to be around here tomorrow, right? So it's more likely this or a continued down move, but we could still see that move back up. So we need to be aware of that, but we're starting to see that down move in vol that signals to me that I want to be selling vol here. So I may personally wait until next week to see what happens, right? But by doing so, I might be giving up a bit of edge. Vols might continue to drop. But let's say you wanted to short vol on GME today. What would be my recommended trade structure for you? I would probably look at doing a Delta 40 strangle in the March expiration. So what I would do will look something like this. And you guys are going to have a good laugh at this. It's going to look a little wonky here. So we're going to sell a strangle here. Exactly, Steven. That's kind of what I'm thinking as well. And today's not really a flat day. It's down 10%, right? The stock got smoked. Yeah, the forecast is higher, actually. You raise a good point here. But one thing that you need to keep in mind here, Sylvain, is the level of implied volatility is so high, right? That's the one thing, right? The level of implied volatility is so high here. And that's really what my view is. My view is that level, right? Look at this, right? Look at the vol cone here. I think that this is going to mean revert back down to somewhere around 95 in the long run, right? I don't think that this is a new normal for them. I don't think we'll see this sustained into the future. I don't think the market can sustain that level of vol in a company like this. So that really would be what my thought is. So my structure would look maybe something like this, right? The Delta 40 here. It's going to look really wonky because there's so much volatility. We're basically in the money on the call side, right? We're above the stock here. But trust me, when I throw this on, you'll see why we're going to be Delta neutral. Go to 39 here. So this is probably what I would look at doing. It's going to look a little whack, but you can see here that 35, right? You can see we're right here right now. We are Delta neutral at inception, right? No Delta basically. And that's really what I want, right? I don't have a directional view on this thing. So what I would do is I would throw this on, collect my 17 bucks, hedge my deltas as we go. And what I'd really be looking for, where I would expect to make money on this position, would be the following, right? Let's say that the 178 vol comes down to somewhere between the third quantile and the median, right? We'd be looking at a huge vol drop here, guys. Maybe, like a 55, 60 point drop in vol, like just nuts. And what would that look like here? Right? Right? Instantly, we'd be making big bucks. Vol drops off, we're going to make a ton of money. Right? And the reason is it's just so bid right now. It's so bid. The one problem I have is that the stock is still moving a bit, right? Today was a down move. Vol's been to the upside the last little bit. We saw vol come down a tiny bit. The move to the downside was still sizable. I would want to see one day of a move similar or smaller, and then I would be looking at putting this exact position on, right? Doing the Delta 40 strangle in the Marches. So if there's no questions about that, we're going to move on to the next trade on my list here. Kyle, I know this is the one that you actually tuned in for. So we're going to talk about fake meat. Yeah, the GME looking biddy. Massimo, what's going on? It's good to see you. We're talking tacos and fake meat, all right? So, what do we got here, man? Forecast above implied, right? So off the bat, maybe vols are looking a little cheap here, right? What the hell's going on? Huge skew in the 10 and 30 days, right? So people are thinking this thing's going to go up, right? Risk is priced to the upside. And let's take a look at the vols here historically, right? So we can actually see, kind of interesting, the realized vol actually picked up to meet the implied vol. And this is probably what's driving a lot of our forecast being higher, is this recent increase in that realized vol. So what are we thinking here? Kyle, you got any idea? What are you thinking here, man? We got earnings coming up. All right, earnings not for a while. Nothing to really be too stressed about for earnings. Don't need to consider that too much in our view. Do you think this thing's going to keep moving in the short term? All right, if we look here at the vol cone, we can see that vols actually look a little cheap in the short term, even with this announcement. You want to buy some vol here, Kyle? Is that what you're thinking? I thought we were sell gang only. I didn't know we bought. But, 30 days out, vols are looking pretty delicious, man. Pretty cheap. Might have to go pick some up. Let's see what we would do here. A couple different things. We were thinking of selling low DTE out of the money calls if it had another up move, but it didn't. Yeah, if we had seen that up move, we might have got another little uptick in vol here. But I guess there's a couple of different things, right? So let's go structure out a couple of different trades for BYND here. Number one, if you don't have a directional view and you just want to bet on the realized move, a couple of things you could do, right? Number one, all right, let's take a look at the money vol here. Looking at what, 65, 76, cool. What if we go a little bit closer? Do we have the liquidity here to do something? If we were to go to maybe the 1 week, 65, 7. I don't know if this is as good. Vols are all over the shop here. I don't know if this is bad data or what the hell's going on. Oh, the spreads are huge. That's why. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to be having to trade the monthlies on this. So really, we're looking at the Febs here. This is really what would be of interest to me. So I would probably, let's see what an at the money straddle looks like here. What do you think, Kyle? You think that this thing can, move a little bit more than 10% in a month, either direction? Or is this too pricey for you still? Right, we could do something like this if you think the vol is cheap, right? We're saying 30-day vol is a little cheap here. It's not crazy cheap, right? It's like I don't know if I'd personally be taking this because it's not like blatant, right? Vols are maybe 10 points cheap here. All right. So, and if that's true, then you'll make money. You should make money on this. Either on the implied volatility increasing or the realized volatility being higher. Right. But doesn't really get my rocks off here, to be honest. I don't think I'd personally be taking this trade. What if you had a bullish outlook though? Well, there might be something a little different you can do. All right. We can come here. Right, we know the straddle's priced at $20. So what we could maybe do is something like this. Let's structure out the 1-3-2 fly. Now I've been getting a lot of questions about how to structure this out. Look, we need to go over it. So the first thing that I do, right, whenever I'm structuring one of these kind of unique trades, the first thing I do is I come to at the money, right? We'll say it's here, and I price the straddle. Right, and we'll call the straddle $20. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start. Here, I'll draw it quick. Here's how we're going to do it. Right, these 1-3-2 flies, basically they're used to get a directional, trade on that takes advantage of the skew. So here's what we're going to do. Right, here's the stock price. Right, here is today's price. Right, let's say it's 100. Right. Today's price is $100. This is where we're at right now. Stock's right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to price the straddle. Let's say it's $20 for the straddle. Right? Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to structure this 1-3-2 fly by going 100 plus the straddle price, which is 20. So we're going to go up here to 120. And then we're going to go plus a 1/2 straddle price. So that would be 130, right? So our strikes will be 100, 120, 130. We're going to buy 1 here. We're going to sell 3 here. We're going to buy 2 here. And you're going to see what this trade actually ends up looking like. So let's do it. Buy unbalanced butterfly. First strike is at 140. Next strike is at 160. And the next strike is at 170. All right, you see what we did there? One straddle price up, half straddle price up again. Now let's analyze this trade. And here we have it. All right, let's go look at one lot here. Goku, that's just how you, for these 132s, it's just the optimal way to put them on, right? It's basically, the way we do it is it's one standard deviation up and then a half standard deviation further up. And the quick and dirty way to find a standard deviation is to price the straddle. Yo, Kyle, what's your go-to meal at Taco Bell? What do you like, man? Are you a crunch wrap kind of guy? I get the feeling you're a crunch wrap kind of guy. All right, so for this trade, if you threw this on, you would be risking about 480 bucks to make a potential of about 1,700. What needs to happen for you to make that money is the stock needs to land between 143 and 168 by expiration, right? And we're pretty far out here. We have a whole month for this to happen. So that is what this trade's all about, right? Really remember this. What we are doing here is we are defining our view very specifically. We are giving up that upside potential for the huge blowout, right? Let's price this relative to an at the money call, let's say, or even a slightly out of the money call. All right, let's take a look here. Let's see what the difference is between these two things. All right, so this, let's say we do a one lot. No, okay, let's get rid of this. Let's say we do a one lot call or a one lot unbalanced fly. The one lot call is going to cost us about $1,000 to put on, or $900 to put on. Sorry, $860 to put on. And in order for us to make, about 100% return, stock needs to go to about 155 by expiration. And on the opposite side for the butterfly, it's going to cost us, $300 to put on. And in order for us to make that, it just needs to go to 145. So you can see right off the bat, our break even becomes a lot lower. Where we make money, 100% return would be a lot lower. And, on this trade, we're basically getting like a 6-to-1 risk reward. Right now, in order for us to make, 6 times on the single, we would have to see like such a huge move, right? We'd have to see this thing go to like 200. It's basically not happening. So what we're doing is we're giving up the potential of this move over here, right? Of the thing going all the way to the moon, which I don't think any of us have the view that that's going to happen. So we give that up. We don't pay for that. We take advantage of the call skew, and all of a sudden we're getting probably the best risk reward trade we can on a bullish view for BYND simply by taking advantage of what the market shows us, right? Let's go back to the terminal here, right? What we are really taking advantage of here is this skew, right? Right here. This is what we are taking advantage of. If this wasn't here, we wouldn't be able to put this trade on. But because it is, and we understand how to work with options as a financial instrument, we are able to take advantage of this. Now, if you're wanting to take advantage of, another way you could do it is you could come here, you could do a out of the money call vertical. So maybe you do something like this. All right, let's just see this. Right now you're getting a, about a 2-to-1 risk reward, right? You're risking about $1,500, potentially make $3,300. So not a bad way to go as well. And you can see here that it's basically, if the price goes above 145, you make money. So this is like the super clean way to do it. If you want to get a little more specific with your view, I would recommend going with that 132 fly. It also requires, just a little bit more buying power to put on. So that is what I had to say about BYND. Nothing else to really talk about there, I don't think. I personally have no directional view, so this is not me saying the stock's going to go up. This is just me showing you, right, my entire focus on this show is volatility, options, right, option pricing. So what I'm showing you here is if you have that type of view, if you want to be long vol, if you want to be directional, what's the best way to take advantage of what we can see in the option data. So that's really the two things that I would have to say about BYND. Now let's have a quick chat about Wells Fargo. All right, Wells Fargo getting smoked today. All right, absolutely smoked, down 7.64% on a really, really crappy earnings. Coming down, looking at the vol cone, we can see near dated vol getting a little bit of a bid. Right, we can see here, near dated vol, pretty bid. One thing you could be doing is, earnings is already done, right? You might get a little bit of a drift to the downside. Let's see if that's actually something that happens here. All right, let's see what happens. If we get a jump in one direction, we get a move in the same direction. Jump in one direction. Wow, we can see here, this thing pretty much has a post-earnings announcement drift. So let's see what we can take advantage of here. Maybe there's something we can do. All right, at the money vol, nothing there. What about in 30 days? Okay, we want to be trading something super near dated. Let's see here. Come back to stock price. Let's see here quick. There might be something kind of cool we can do. So you can see it starts to trend down throughout the day. We can see that actually continue. So let's see if we can throw something together here, maybe on the 1 day expiration, just to see if, or maybe on the weekly. %, there. 56, fuck. Okay. Maybe we could do something like this. What do you guys think about this? What's it trading at right now? 30. Oh, why did I do it on the call side? This is fucking stupid. Okay, put side. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see here. Vert. 32.5. And let's go down to 30. And what about something like this, where stock price drops below 31.67, right? So basically another 50 cents. We're going to start to make good amount of money, basically a little bit over a 1-to-1 risk reward. But what we're basically taking advantage of here is if you look at the earnings data, right, we have two things that happen. We have the jump and the move, right? So let's go back to our trusty little whiteboard here. Right, so here's what the jump and the move look like, okay? We have a timeline here. We'll say right here is a market close yesterday. Here is market open today. Here is market close today. Well, they released their earnings sometime in here, right? This is the earnings release. So the information comes out, and then right at this point, the price changes, right? It reflects the new information. This is what we call the jump. Right, this is what we call the jump. But then, right, so maybe the stock was here and then it goes up like this. Or, well, in this case, the stock price was like this. And then at the jump, it dropped. But now we have this entire window here where the stock will continue to move, right? This is called the move, right? So the move is this entire thing. The jump is just this piece. And what we're looking at when we come here is we see small jump move in the same direction as the jump, right? So when the stock jumps up, continues to move up. When the stock jumps down, continues to move down, right? Up, up. This one was down, up. This one was, down, down, up, 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 up. Opposite. Down, 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 up, down, down. So today we saw down. We could take a bet on the move being down here, right? Had a big move to the downside. We could make a bet on that continuing to happen here. So that is why a trade like this might be kind of fun to put on. We could also maybe look at doing something. I think that's probably what I would look to do. I would look to put that on. Right? You could do that on the 1 day, right? If you think it's just going to happen today as well, right? You'd close that out right at the end of the day. Let's see what that would look like. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. All right, so if we buy a vertical here, let's just have a look at this even. Let's put the strike a little bit further out. What do you guys think about this? If the stock goes below 32.25, so basically if this thing actually keeps just dropping, right? If we get that drift to the downside, you're going to make, you know, a huge return on your risk here. This is actually really good. You would make, you know, $1,200 for every $200 you risked. Taking advantage of that post-earnings announcement drift could be a really good trade, actually. So I guess for Wells Fargo earnings, you know, maybe you're right, Pranav, doesn't bode particularly well for the earnings season, but these are all uncorrelated events. Don't get too tripped up about it. Just watch what happens. Things will be good, most likely. Either way, this is a good risk-reward trade to put on. I think we have some edge because of that post-earnings announcement drift that we clearly see. I would consider this if you're bearish on Wells Fargo for the day. Now we got one more stock that we're going to take a look at here. Let's take a look at PLTR. Another one of the meme favorites. Wall Street bets losing their mind today. PLTR, oh, it caught a bit of a bid, eh? Let's see, PLTR stock. Caught a bit of a bid since the morning. Okay. Drifting up, slow and steady. Well, what are we interested in here? We're not too interested in this little change in price today. We're more interested in what's going on with the vols, right? Interestingly enough, vols aren't looking too crazy, right? You know, just so you guys know, right? A lot of people would be like, you know, big news came out. Not a huge impact on the stock itself, but, you know, this whole ARK thing, it's basically everyone on, I guarantee if we went to Wall Street bets right now, it's the talk of the town. The only play is long. I know, Sean, you know this. Pranav, you're absolutely right. I don't know what I've been doing shorting vol around these damn stocks. It's a matter of time till I blow up. Huge blow up risk doing this, right, Pranav? That's what you'd say? So, okay. Vols aren't crazy expensive here. I don't know if I would be, you know, looking to sell vol here. A lot of people would come in and be like, oh, meme stock up, sell vol. No, bad idea. Bad idea. Maybe what you could do, though, is take advantage of some of this skew again, right? Guys, if we have that directional view, that's something we can maybe do. So let's come here and look at what's going on with PLTR. Do I think it's fairly priced? I wouldn't say it's fairly priced. It's a little pricey, but, you know, it's moving today as well. Right? I don't know if I would be, you know, actually vol's creeped up a lot recently. You know, let's take a look at this, Ernie. Hey, by the way, Ernie, are you in Predicting Alpha? Are you in the community? I can't tell, like, if maybe you have a different handle in the Discord or something. Like if we look here, it's basically at the average, you know, level of volatility we see across the board. There's nothing super exciting here for me. You know, so from a short vol perspective, I don't think it's expensive. Oh, it's time to plug it. Yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed for Predicting Alpha, make sure you do. It's basically the best thing in the world. You'll love it. How was that, Pranav? Was that a good plug? Pranav, I need you to help me craft a message, man. What do the people want to hear? You're really in tune, man. You know the message that will resonate with the people. Please let me know. Let's see. Do we have earnings coming up here? Oh, we don't have enough data here, man. Have they even had an earnings? I don't know. All right. So maybe what we could do, we got this short-term skew here. Let's take a look. If we go to maybe next week, and let's price this thing out. We sell a straddle. Remember, this is pretty much how we're going to do it, right? $3. So we'll go. Well, let's take a look at this. See if we can do $3. Unbalanced butterfly. First strike at 27. Then we got 30. And then we have 31.5. Nice, it's there. Let's see what we got. Oh, baby. This might be the juiciest one we've looked at yet, guys. Take this in. Are you bullish on Palantir? Well, if you buy today, you can get a 1 to 13 risk reward on a bullish bet on Palantir. All you need to do is structure out this 132 fly and take on as much risk as you are comfortable doing. And you will get, for every dollar you risk, a $13 potential return if this stock trends up over the next week. So we can see here that for each lot, take this in. This is what I love about these trades, right? We can put them on in a pretty small account. Yeah, but wait, there's more. You can do this on an extremely small account. Right? Check this out, guys. Right? Yeah, guys, by the way, if trading doesn't work out, what do you think? Do you think I could make it in like those TV commercial sales, like be the new Billy Mays? Right? $20 you can put this trade on. And if you're right, you're going to get paid out $270. Small account. This is the small account diamond hands trade right now. Diamond hand trades of the day for the small account. This is the one right here. Will I include a t-shirt if you join PA now? Man, I'll do whatever you want if you join PA now, man. How about I'll give you the terminal. That should be more than enough. Nobody wants a t-shirt. Come on, Steven. Unless you want a t-shirt, Steven. I'll always send you a t-shirt. But yeah, guys, look at this. This is a sweet trade. I know we're having a good laugh here, but this is no laughing matter right here. Right? If you are bullish on Palantir, you think the stock's going to go up, trend upwards over the next week, this is the money right here. All right, look at how this changes as we move forward in time. Huge money. If this stock, by what day is it today? If by the end of next week, or let's say even Monday, right? Let's say if by Monday, this stock has trended upwards, right? So if in the next day it trends upwards, you will make 200% on your trade. Anywhere in this body, pretty much, you're going to make bank. This is, I don't know what you want me to say. This is the trade right here if you're bullish on this thing. Unless you think it's going to blow out the top. I don't. Markets closed Monday. Oh, goddamn. Yeah, it's MLK Day or something. Okay, well then let's push it forward one more day. All right, how about that? Boom, even better. You're going to make 3 times your money now. Pretty cool. Yeah, Pete Pranav, I'm expecting a full detailed report on the directional edge associated with Palantir. Will we see the up move that turns this into the best trade of all time? You let me know, and I will actually take a bet on your word today. Just because I believe in you, Pranav. I have a deep out of the money calls on your success. It's actually really funny. I had to have them make me a market on it. And the guy was like, dude, I'll give you them for a penny if you want. Why are you buying this garbage? And I said, no, you don't know him like I know him. Pranav, he's got a bright future. All right. So guys, that is actually going to wrap up the live here. I enjoyed having a good laugh with you guys there at the end. I think this is a great trade to end it off with. If you're bullish on this stock, this is the one to do. Let's take advantage of it. I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, guys, not joking. I honestly, I really believe in what we're doing at Predicting Alpha. If you guys are enjoying this stream, right, there's a lot more, we do live education training every night. There's like 200 hours of training. And then there's the terminal, right? Just remember this. 500,000 professional traders spend over $10 billion cumulative a year on data. And there's a reason why. And, if you guys are here on the stream, you're probably starting to really understand it. So maybe we'll see you on the other side of that, in the Predicting Alpha Discord. But anyways, guys, enjoy your weekends, right? Take it easy. And we'll be back at it bright and early Monday morning, or I guess not Monday, Tuesday morning. Enjoy the extended weekend, guys. See ya.